I seen Taj kill both of them. And that I seen Taj kill both of them. Boom, boom. Then he was like, stop the car, pull Leila out the car. I was like, no, I'm not touching.
Where did he shoot him at?
Like, right here.
This is the life of one who want to be supposed to be a gangster. When y'all playing with guns, that's serious.
On the morning of March 30th, 2023, a shocking discovery in Ocklawaha, Florida, marked the beginning of one of Marion County's most disturbing homicide investigations. Police were called to Southeast 183rd Avenue Road after a witness reported that a white Chevrolet Cruze had crashed into a dumpster. She alerted her neighbor, who stepped outside to investigate. But what he found was something no one could have imagined. When officers arrived, they found the victim barely alive, taking her final breaths. Paramedics rushed to the scene and immediately transported her to the hospital. Meanwhile, deputies secured the area, searched for evidence, and began interviewing the witness who had reported the crash, hoping her account would provide the first clue to what had happened.
Watch your step. Don't go right here. There's a good tire print. I don't know if this is involved or not, but she was laying right here. He rolled her over her side because she had a bunch of blood, but they're saying gunshot wound in the back of the head. Okay. When they move, I may need you to park your car right here, and then I'm going to try to tape off around my car, or maybe in front of my car, and your car, and then right over to here.
She's not responsive?
No, not responsive.
You guys know?
No, there's no ID, no nothing.
Young girl, older girl?
Younger girl.
What color hair?
It looked like brown. Go ahead, look at, see if you can, it's hard to tell. Not yet.
He's the RP?
Yeah, he's the RP. He said his neighbor said they heard what sounded like somebody hitting their dumpster, and she yelled at him, and the car took off and went into OPE, or
Forest Lakes Park?
Forest Lake Park. FOP. But the neighbors right over here said she's seen the car over here. But with as dark as it is right here, you're not going to tell what kind. I don't see any gunshot, because the this is moved. He says this looks like it's been moved.
I wonder if it was hit with the car.
Right there. But there's no dents on it. That's the weird thing. All right, what's your first name, bud?
Chaiston, Chaiston.
Middle name?
Sean Benton.
Last name?
Stewart.
She called you. You come out here, see her on her side, blood everywhere.
And I called
Call 911. She told you to move her on her side because it was coming out of her mouth and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear anything? Did you hear the possible crash or possible gunshot?
I didn't hear it at all.
You didn't hear nothing at all?
She told me it sounded like someone crashed into my dumpster, and then there was like 2 shots.
Okay.
The woman who witnessed the crash shares every detail she can remember. Detectives believe her testimony could be the key to tracking down whoever is responsible.
Hello. Here, we can come over here. All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Alexia.
Around what time did you hear? You said it sounded like a gun,
Yeah, it wasn't a loud gunshot. I would say about 20, 30 minutes ago. It wasn't a loud gunshot, but I heard about 4 or 5. And I kind of blew it off casually, and then I just looked out of my window because I did think it was strange with it, how late it was. And I saw the car run into the dumpster. And once I seen the car run into the dumpster, I stepped out my door, and I seen a man run out of the car down the road towards my yard, and I yelled at him, "What the fuck were you doing?" And then I seen him run back towards the car, take a minute, and I was calling him because it was his dumpster, and I seen him skirt off into the neighborhood.
Do you know what kind of car it was?
I didn't see what kind of car it is. A smaller color. I want to say it's a darker color, but I want to say it's a darker color, and it was a small car. I didn't see the make or anything. I wish I would have gotten closer.
Right. No, don't put yourself in any type of danger.
I know, but I feel
Did you see if anybody was in? Was it only one? Was there
I
several
only
people?
seen one person running, and it was a male. It had a male figure, had a hat on. I want to say he was like 5 foot, maybe, but it was only one dude running down the road.
Okay. And you said he ran down that way towards...
He was running down towards this way until I yelled at him.
Did you hear the crash first, or did you hear what sounded like
gunshots? I heard the gunshots first.
Where did you hear those at? Here or down
Yeah,
farther?
I heard him. I mean, I couldn't really tell. When I looked out my window, I seen him halfway, probably by that yellow sign, if a little further past that. Okay. And then that's when I when I looked out, and then I seen him run into the dumpster.
Okay.
And then that's when he got out and ran, and then when I got out my door, he was running down the road, and I seen him. Okay. And then that's when I yelled at him and got back in the car.
Okay.
The witness describes the vehicle as dark-colored, but says she couldn't clearly identify its make or model. She believes a man was behind the wheel. However, the car sped away before she could get a clear look at the driver.
And that was about 20-30 minutes before you called him?
No, I called him as soon as I seen him running in. I seen him run into the dumpster, I went out here and called him right away.
Got it, okay. All right, you can go ahead and head home. If I need anything, I'll give you a call. We're probably going to have some people talking to you tonight, so just be prepared.
No problem.
And just kind of hang out, okay?
No problem.
All right, thanks.
As night fell, officers searched the area for shell casings and other evidence, but the darkness made the search difficult, and they were unable to locate any significant clues.
So I've talked to the original, this lady here said she thought she heard about 4 or 5 gunshots. And then she come outside and she seen a guy running from here over this way to about where the sign's at, just a little past it. And then she hollered at him, said, "Wait, what are you doing?" And he come running back, got in his car, ran into the dumpster, and then took off into Forest Lake Park. And then she said she wasn't able to identify the car. She said it was a smaller, darker colored car, but without all these lights, it's hard to see anything out here. Nobody else over there. The lady there, she just showed up. The other 2, she just showed up. And the guy who called said he didn't hear anything. She was laying behind the dumpster here. He had rolled her on her side because at first they thought she was like suffocating in blood. But when medics got here, they say it was gunshot wound to the head, exit wound out the front. Now, her Crocs are there. No ID on her whatsoever. There were some tattoos on her arms. But medics came, took her, and hauled butt. There is a really good tire impression there, so I've tried to save it as much as I could. This is all MCFR right here, but right there is when I first showed up, I noticed it. So I stood over it while MCFR was here to try to prevent them from walking over it.
Hard to tell that because everybody drives on the shoulder on this road.
Yeah. So I did walk down a little bit past the sign, scanning the road, see if I seen any shells or anything. I didn't see anything, but I may need more than one eye.
Yeah, okay.
It's dark.
By morning, detectives identified the victim as 16-year-old Leila Silvernail, a softball player at nearby Lake Weir High School. As the investigation unfolds, they learn that her 17-year-old boyfriend, Michael Hodo Jr., known as Sosa, was one of the last people seen with her, and now he's missing. Then, at 8 a.m. the next morning, the Marion County Sheriff's Office receives another 911 call, triggering a second search. The body of a young man is found in a roadside ditch, just 3 feet from the road. Drag marks in the sand lead from the intersection to his feet. Even more disturbing, the body is discovered less than half a mile from where Leila was found the night before. Within hours, the victim is identified by his father as 17-year-old Michael Hodo Jr., Leila Silvernail's boyfriend.
Are there only 1 or 2 decedents? Is that the one with the gunshot to the head?
No, it's found by the garbage can.
Gotcha. And they're related?
99% chance, I'd say, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Michael's father tells investigators he last saw his son with Leila outside the Moose Lodge in Ocklawaha around 6 p.m. the previous evening. The couple left with another female friend in Leila's Chevrolet Cruze. On April 1st, detectives located Leila's missing car, half submerged in water near Malacca Loop Trace, about 9 miles from where her body was found 2 days earlier. When officers open the trunk, they make a horrifying discovery: the body of a 3rd victim. The discovery sparks fears of a serial killer. As panic spreads through Ocklawaha, the Marion County Sheriff's Office holds a press conference to calm the public and share the latest facts.
This is an isolated incident, and there is nothing to indicate that it is a serial killer whatsoever. All of our victims are known to know each other and were together leading up to the incident itself.
After the press conference, an unexpected witness comes forward, a mother whose son is connected to the victims, and shares what she knows with investigators.
Deputy Arias, Marion County Sheriff's Office.
Hi, how you doing?
We're good. What's going on? What can we do for you?
You know, I was just calling because my son is super close to the 2 people that got shot. I know one's passed away and one's in the hospital. And then he is also close to Camille.
The 3rd victim is identified as 17-year-old Camille Quarles, a friend of Michael and Leila. Like the others, she died from a gunshot wound.
And he was telling me, because I keep trying, I've had investigators here looking for Camille when she first ran away about 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there. They came here because Camille was in his car. And then I had an investigator, I have his car, show up on Friday about the shooting for Leila, trying to get in contact with Camille.
Okay.
And they wanted to contact my son. He doesn't live here. He lives in Forest Lake Park. But I've been in contact with him, kind of trying to dig out a little information and whatnot here and there. He told me that what he knows is that I guess Leila went and I guess they picked up 2 black boys, is what he's saying. And then they picked up William, not William, William with an N, Briscoe. And I guess they tried to rob William. And William and Hunter Spivey, with a V, came back and got retaliation. And he sent me screenshots from their Instagram, which is kind of crazy.
Okay, so you're saying Leila went and picked up...
I guess it's as my son spotted.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, something like that. So they went and picked up William.
Yes, and then they stopped and picked up 2 black boys in Ocklawaha.
But we don't know their names?
No, he did not know their names at all. And I guess, I don't know how it went down from there, but they tried to rob William.
Who did? Leila, Mikey,
Yeah, he didn't go into detail. He just said that. So I can't say for sure.
And the 2 black boys try to... Okay, so Leila,
yeah,
Mikey...
I can't say if William was involved, if Leila was involved. I can't, I don't know that situation. I just know he said they tried to rob William.
But we don't know who they are.
No, I can't clarify who they are. He just said they are. They were trying to rob William, and I guess they got $200 from him.
According to the witness, around 6:30 p.m., the group met up with Michael's 19-year-old friend, whom we'll call Will. He had arranged through Snapchat to buy a firearm. When Will got into Leila's Chevrolet Cruze, he immediately felt something was off. Leila was driving, Michael was in the front passenger seat, and 2 unfamiliar teenagers were sitting in the back. By April 2nd, investigators learned the identity of one of those backseat passengers from the victim's friends. Detectives finally had their first suspect, and it wasn't the serial killer the public had feared.
So, before I ask you any questions here, you're how old? 12 years old. Okay. What's your highest level of education? What's your highest grade you've passed? 7th grade. Okay.
Detectives believe 12-year-old Christopher Atkins is connected to the murders in Ocklawaha. Because he's a minor, his mother accompanies him during the interrogation and waives his right to an attorney.
Well, you need to, if you ain't doing the time, just tell the whole story. You know you left out of the house Thursday when I told you not to. That's why you're not saying you was home. When I told you don't leave out my house in the dark time. Just because my room door closed don't mean you leave out my house. Now you in a whole world of trouble.
And you
finna speak. You gotta talk right now.
And we're past that. We know you went out, but we need to know from the beginning, from your mouth, what it was.
Detectives have already searched the locations where the victims were found, Leila's Chevrolet Cruze and Christopher Atkins' home. A dive team also combs the pond near Malauka Loop Trace. During the search of Atkins' home, investigators recover a gun they believe may be the murder weapon.
Because you came down here in handcuffs, and they executed a search warrant on the house, which they did collect some things, and I'd like to talk to you about those things too.
What in my house that got to do with this homicide? And
I will, and I'm going to tell you about that, because like I said, I'm not going to leave anything out.
It's, I can tell you it's pretty damning. I guess I would use that word.
So, are you serious?
So, Do you want to tell them some of the things
Yeah,
that
I'll
help
just
us
quick.
understand?
So we did execute, obviously, a search warrant at the house. We didn't just pull Christopher's name out of a hat. We didn't just pick your residence as somewhere we're going to do a search warrant. Reaper down there has been super honest.
Reaper is the nickname of the second suspect, 16-year-old Robert Robinson, the other stranger seen in the car the night of the shootings. Already in custody, Robinson is questioned by detectives with his mother, present as they press him to tell the truth.
If you lying, you standing on this island by yourself. Because if you got something to tell these people, because they have a way to tell if you're lying.
I was not there at 7 o'clock. I was asleep. I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I'm telling you stuff.
They want you to tell them I'm lying, and I'm telling them the truth. And you sitting there going with them. Why are you believing them? They are not your sons. Stop believing them. Oh, no, I was not there. Like, I didn't say
I
you
was
were.
not there.
I didn't say you were there.
Wait,
first and foremost.
I'm gonna sit there just believing everything you're saying.
No, you lie so much. I don't know what to believe what comes out your mouth. You're so quick to want to protect people, don't want to snitch, want to be cool this and cool that you're willing to sit here and go down for murder that I know you didn't do. I know for a fact that you didn't do it.
Christopher Atkins' story matches the evidence. Detectives believe the gun sale turned into a robbery after Will entered the car with $240. According to Atkins, Robert Robinson took the money, and as the car drove away, someone in the back seat fired at Will. Atkins also identifies a third suspect who was in Leila's Chevrolet Cruze that night. With so many names now involved, the detective asks Christopher Atkins to sketch out everyone's position inside the car.
All right, so the white guy is, oh, thanks, he's in the passenger seat. And where's the white girl? All right, so she's in the driver's seat. And put a C for your name where you're sitting at. Okay, and then you said that Reaper was in the car. Where's he sitting at? So Reaper's in the middle, and then you said there was a guy wearing all black. Can you draw an X where he's sitting? Got it.
If you're scared to say this person's name, the person you marked as X, who's wearing all black and a ski mask, did this person say anything to you?
He told me to get in the car. He just said get in the car.
Let's not be, I don't want to be a snitch mentality, if that makes any sense.
I don't know.
If you know who he is,
and
you're scared of him, that's okay. That's okay, because it sounds like he's a pretty bad dude.
I don't know.
Right?
Atkins says he doesn't know the third suspect, but detectives identify him as 17-year-old Taj Demarcus Bruton, who was already under investigation in Marion County for other crimes, including a carjacking. On April 7th, police offered a $10,000 reward for information leading to his arrest.
The guy that you marked as an X, he raised the gun at the white guy, and you said he shot it? And then what happened after he did that?
The other guy, and he shot
The white girl, okay.
And you said he shot this white guy first?
Yeah, the white guy was like sitting like this. And
where'd he shoot him at?
Like right here.
Atkins tells detectives that Taj Bruton fired the first shot, killing Michael Hodo Jr. He says Robert Robinson then shot Leila Silvernail in the head, but Robinson insists the events unfolded differently.
Okay, after Todd shot the girls, first Todd shot Leila. When he shot Leila, I got out the car because the blood started dripping. I ain't wanted to get on me. So after he shot Sosa, his head was like it. I got out the car. He was like, stop the car, pull Leila out the car. I was like, no, I'm not touching. So he ran around, he pulled Leila out the car himself. Boom.
He was standing outside of the car shooting into the back seat or with the trunk up?
No, he was shooting in the back seat with the seat down. Like I told you, there's a little leverage to it. It's the seat down.
So he's standing outside the back door on that side?
Yeah, she was halfway in the trunk, halfway in the back seat. He shot her in the head.
Was there a reason behind that? Like why
what did he say?
He chose to shoot the guy before the girl? Like, help us understand.
I think because the guy had the one that had the gun.
It was really for the gun. Like, it was really for the gun.
How did they get out of the car? The white girl and the white guy?
That one, he pushed him out.
He did what? He pushed him out?
Pushed him out.
Investigators believe Michael and Leila were both shot inside the car before their bodies were dumped along the roadside, less than half a mile apart. But one question remains. What happened to Camille Quarles? Who shot her, placed her body in the trunk, and pushed the car into the water?
What happened with the trunk area?
We processed that car front to back, top to bottom, bottom to top 3 times. 3 days worth of actual forensic work, several forensic people. I don't think you could have sat anywhere in that car and not got blood on you.
Investigators believe Camille Quarles was kept alive in the trunk of the car, but not for long. Text messages recovered by police suggest the suspects had already planned her murder. According to Christopher Atkins, each suspect was supposed to shoot one victim. After Taj Bruton killed Michael Hodo Jr. and Robert Robinson shot Leila Silvernail, Atkins says he was ordered to fire into the trunk. He pulled down the back seat and fired into the darkness, but Camille survived the first shot. Christopher Atkins told detectives that Robert Robinson fired the second shot that killed Camille Quarles.
I seen Taj kill both of them. And that I seen Taj kill both of them. Boom, boom.
Robinson, however, denied ever shooting her.
Did you ever shoot a gun? We shot the Sky 9 in the woods over there by where we live to make sure it didn't jam or nothing. Okay. But that's the only time I shot a gun at all.
Police later confirmed that the gun recovered from Christopher Atkins' home was the same weapon used to kill Camille Quarles. The suspects then drove Leila's Chevrolet Cruze into a lake and fled on foot, leaving behind 2 cell phones and spent shell casings, critical evidence that linked them to the murders. On April 4th, 2023, Leila Silvernail died from her injuries. 3 teenagers were dead, and 3 suspects were in police custody. Robert Robinson and Taj Bruton were convicted of 3 counts of first-degree murder, robbery, and other charges. Both received life sentences, while Christopher Atkins was sentenced to at least 40 years in prison. Because all 3 were juveniles at the time of the murders, they will be eligible for a sentencing review after 25 years.